Oops. Ah, crap. Cut. Oh, I got to sneeze. Yep. May have screwed up. No, there it is. Good to go. One of the things that I think we're doing, well, I may be the only one doing it actually, is the power steering. We struggle being welded together, is a remote reservoir. And it has many benefits, I would say. That's just a normal pump, and in the video I'm going to show you how to do it because I'm going to change this one. It's not good for some reason, but I think that reservoir is like 30 bucks. Rest of it's pretty simple, but let me walk out there and show you where I got the idea from. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pop the hood or not. Gonna hit the roll cage. Maybe not. About messed up. I was just gonna bump Justin's starter. His roof's full of water, and all it did was spin over one time and crank and dump water all over. But here you go. Justin built this Jeep. You know, if you've seen the video, it's kind of accident build, but his steering never seemed to give any trouble. So we popped the hood, and I seen the reservoir mounted different, and got me to thinking. The 2.5, it's not balanced as the 4.0, so the whole time it's just sitting there quivering. So I figured that was shaking the reservoir, and that's why Jeep mounted up here on the body where it's smooth. So I'm sure you can probably just use that pump, but I didn't know if 4-cylinder being lesser horsepower and lighter weight, if that pump's a little weaker. So I don't know, never tried. Y'all can try, let me know. So yeah, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, I know that helps on heat. It's got to help out on heat being away from the header and all that. And two, I'm sure there's a better design where you're sitting there, fluids flowing. Y'all have no idea how fast it is. So probably gets time for the bubbles to settle out. But yep, get this took apart. You can slam it on the hood. Oh yeah, one more thing I meant to show you. Let's go in here. And if you've ever popped the hood on a TJ, oh, this one's obviously getting a V8, but y'all have seen the video maybe. But I can't get it to hang up there, but it hangs right here on the fan shroud, and that's another thing. And then I think even my dad's Tacoma is a 4-cylinder. I'm pretty sure it mounts somewhere besides the motor too, but don't get me lying on that one. But back to the shop. I'm gonna get this pump took off there. I don't think there's nothing special y'all gotta see, just one little different. Actually easier without the reservoir, but yep. I was trying not to make a mess, so I'm gonna let it drain real slowly. The line's just laying there. Go get a pump and start working on that. Hopefully I got one. I forgot to even check if I had one. Well, that was almost scary. The first one I picked up was the one I need, and it's got the metal pulley. Out of all the box of them, I actually threw like a backhoe bucket load of them away because I had so freaking many. Here is a 4-cylinder setup. You can see, looks to be the basic same pump. Then it's just got like a press fit and then a big hose, and then there's the reservoir. So it's pretty simple setup. Like I said, it's sitting there. I've never tried it. Maybe I'll try it one day. But get this in there, get the reservoir off it. I just made this trick up myself. I'm going to do a little short video on it. But these things help if you got 2 people. I was trying to get in here and pry, and then I was going to hit it with a hammer. And I hope I can do this again. I hooked it. And yeah, the way it pulls, it just slides right off there. And if y'all hadn't ever done those, these things are like a 2-person job. You got to get one person to pick up and somebody else to hit. But I cannot believe that it just worked. Wow. It's finished draining, so I'm gonna get that one off there and show you. I got it draining over there too. Show you the differences. So if you look, this is my pump. Goodness gracious. And that thread's in there. Okay, so back over there. You can see, or hope you can see, the way that goes down in there. It has a step. I've had to get rid of that step. So this is what I do. I've got a 49/64 drill bit. And then I've got this adapter goes -10, and then that's half 14 pipe thread. So what I have to do is drill it out first. I'll show you. And where did it go? I've got these little rubber things for powder coating, and I'll shove it off in that hole. Or if you don't, just get some grease and shove it off in there, and when you get done you can just blow it out, get it cleaned out. But the grease will hold that metal from going down in there, running the pump. So yeah, I think it's got it covered. When I get it drilled out, I'll have to start it with this tap. Well, it won't go far enough to get the thread started. So what I did was marked as far as that tap went, and then got this tap, cut it off, and started it. So I don't know if anybody's gonna go to the trouble of buying all these taps, but this is just something I've acquired. So maybe somebody else needs to try the 4-cylinder and let me know. But let's get them drilled out. I couldn't remember if it was the blue or yellow, and there's a little reminiscence of a blue. I'm gonna get it poked off in there. So all we're trying to do is get the drill to go down that lip that you can see, trying to get it to go flush with the bottom. So last time I tried this, the drill made a fool out of me, so I may delete this scene, fill it full of oil, tap magic, or whatever it is. What was that? Something just fell out. I don't know what it was. I have to go back and watch the video what that was. It felt like something was just spinning. They go straight in your eyes if you stand close. So I left a little lip there just so y'all can see. That's the original lip down there, and we can see we've carried that one all the way to the bottom. And yep, next thing is tap. So I gotta get my gotta get my long tap out first. I'm getting tongue twisted. And whatever these sockets are, I don't know, they fit taps perfect. So get some oil in there and go at it. Yeah. Everybody loves tapping. It's super easy. Never gets crooked. First one usually goes pretty easy. It's getting the second one started that gets real tricky. That's the bottom, pretty sure. I'm sure on camera it's gonna be hard to tell, but I've barely even got a hint of a thread started. So that's where this second one comes in play. Put some more oil back in there. Like I said, this one's tricky, if I remember right. I think I finally got it. If that ain't it, we're going with it. So yeah, now you can see the threads, they should go far enough, and it's as long as you put, well, I use red thread locker, so I'm gonna dig my little blue plug out of there and then screw the fitting in while it's still in the vise. Take your little $2 Harbor Freight pick, go in there if it don't fight with you. Oh man. Yep, may have screwed up. No, there it is. Good to go. I was actually a little scared there. Looked like it fell off in there and got sideways. Got my little fitting here. I coated in red thread locker because I'm sure most of y'all probably know how many Jeeps I got. If I have to throw a pump away, I'm not going to lose any sleep. So I'm going to get that tightened off in there. And about there. So there's my old pump, new pump. It's ready to go on. I'm going to throw it on there. one little trick. If you see this, that's plastic, that's metal. If you're like an overlander or whatever, you know, we carry spare parts, but that plastic just randomly decides to let go. I mean, I've had old people driving and just fatigued. So new pump's ready to go. That's ready to go scrap. I'm gonna throw it on the Jeep. Got the pump bolted on, and this is the part where I'm different from everybody. Everybody keeps telling me to leave questions for comments and all that stuff to boost the algorithm of the videos and growth, and I'm just not that way. I'm here to help and entertain, which I hope today we're going to entertain. But you can see everybody's still in bed. It's 11:30, but that's what I don't know. This video ain't helping me like at all. Like I hope it helps somebody, but it's doing me no good. So that's what I was gonna say. People want to ask what fluid we run, and it's just a straight 10 weight. I'll let you see it when I pour it in there. It's kind of cool. But my race car, it's got like this fancy steering pump, and we tried like a 20 or 30 weight oil, and I can't make the video on it. It's called cavitation. The pump is trying so hard to get whatever fluid from the reservoir that it actually pulls and vacuum and makes bubbles, and it's kind of like boiling water basically. So learned that the hard way on the buggy, and that's why we run thin as possible. Probably a 5 weight may actually work better, but yeah, just little stuff like that I give away. I don't care, just nice person. Sure, I'm gonna spill this. I hope I don't know if I'm gonna have enough or not. Come on, look at it, looks like water. There's a little, when it cranks up, there's gonna be like some red. I used to run transmission fluid till I found this stuff. So let me go get some more and top it off. And I got one more little secret to show you, so help you out bleeding process. Got the fluid topped off. It's clear, so I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's nearly to the top. And that's one thing is it's not cavitation. It's when it cranks up, it's gonna create bubbles, and when those bubbles go through the pump, they're gonna compress and then like not explode, but whatever. So what happens is it's like an endless cycle. When you crank it up, those bubbles just create more bubbles. So crank it up. Let me see if this thing will crank. Oops. Oh crap. Cut. This is a used pump for me, so it's free. Hopefully it's good. But crank it up. You can probably just spin the motor over. Crank it up. As soon as it cranks up, cut it off. Maybe I can get up there quick enough. Little few bubbles you can see, but if you wait, all those bubbles, I think you can see them. They're coming to the top. But if you don't do that, the pump sucks them in and it just keeps an endless cycle. So do it a couple more times and see if this pump actually works. Crank it up one more time. We'll walk up there and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna put a little more fluid in it. I run mine as absolute full as you can get it, so there's no room for air. If it spits something over, oh well. So that's about where I run. Not whining yet. These new tires are actually sticky and seems to be working pretty dang good on concrete, flat ground. Oh, one more secret or trick. In the off-road world, especially like ours are welded up, but if you run locker, bigger tires, steering angles, creates heat. So this is old stuff. Like I said, this Jeep's like 2016. It's tired, but I don't know if you can see that style of cooler. It's a, I don't even know what they're called. It's not a cooler, it's a dissipator. Oh crap. Yeah, dissipator. We'll go with that. Heat dissipator. It's not a cooler, but there's no radiator, there's no fan, so that's pretty much the only option I had. You can put a cooler, but there's nothing to blow across it. So new stuff, Justin's Jeep, this is a 93 but a 2023 model. We've got a little better. We put transmission cooler up here with a 12-volt fan, and I run oil coolers, but that's the power steering. It has to go all the way over there, but I don't know, we've never had an issue with it. You can see there's Justin's radiator back there. So Man, I think that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoy. Yep.